Hey guys, hi, this is Parul and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So without further ado, let's find out what we are cooking today. So guys, today's dish is going to be empanada. So talking about this dish, it's originated in Spain and its name comes from a Galician verb empanar, which means embreaded or coated. Empanada provides you a lot of choices. Be it the filling part, you can use a vegetarian filling or non vegetarian filling. It's completely up to you. Traditionally, the Galicians use frying to cook empanada, but you can bake it, you can fry it, or you can even air fry it. And lastly, when you see this dish, you will find that it resembles a very famous Indian dish, gujia. So you can even call it as namkeen gujia. So without further ado, let's start with the recipe and head over to my kitchen now. Guys, today I'm going to make vegetarian empanadas, and for this you can use a variety of vegetables as per your choice, but I'm going to use 2 to 3 medium boiled potatoes, 1 cup of spinach, 1 cup of chopped onions, 4 or 5 minced garlic, then 1 cup of corn and some mushroom. Also I'm going to use the following ingredients, which is 1 cup of chopped capsicum, 1 cup of chopped beans, processed cheese, mozzarella cheese, and for the outer covering I'm going to use 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and butter. In addition to this, we'll need some spices as well, that is oregano, paprika, 1/16 pinch of baking soda, some sugar and salt. So guys, let's start with the dough preparation. We are going to use all-purpose flour here, and whenever we are going to use all-purpose flour, it's advisable to use a sieve. So this will help in two things. First, it will provide airing to the dough, and next thing is it will remove any unwanted lumps from the dough mixture. So now let's add about 1.5 cups of maida or all-purpose flour. To this, we are going to add about half teaspoon of salt. We are adding salt on a lesser side because the filling anyways will have salt. Next, we are going to add about half teaspoon of sugar. This will enhance the flavor of our dough mixture. And to add a little bit of crispness to the dough mixture, we are also going to add a pinch of baking soda. Now we'll sieve all the dry ingredients while mixing them properly. Now the leftover particles in the sieve, we can throw it. Now we'll add 2 tablespoons of butter and mix all the contents properly. Now I'll mix the contents of this dough nicely, that is the butter and the all-purpose flour. So we'll gradually add water to make a nice smooth dough. So we'll knead it properly into a soft dough, like so. Now a smooth dough is ready. So let's cover it with a lid and keep it in the fridge for half an hour. Let's heat about 2 tablespoons of oil. The oil is hot, we'll add the minced garlic. We'll not burn the garlic, we'll just saute this for some time. Now let's add about 1 cup of onions in this. Now that the onions are turned translucent, we'll add the corn. With this, I'm going to add half cup of beans. So the mushrooms have a lot of water content, and while heating it will release the water, and with this the rest of vegetables will also be cooked. Now that the mushrooms are done, we'll add the capsicum. So half cup of capsicum here. We'll add half cup of spinach. So guys, I am preparing a vegetarian filling. There is no restriction upon the ingredients you'll add in the filling. You can add any type of vegetables, any herb to this filling. You can even prepare a non-vegetarian filling like a prawn filling, a chicken filling, anything. Now the spinach are also nicely sauteed. So we'll add boiled potatoes. So this is about 2 to 3 medium boiled potatoes, and I'm currently mashing them so that the filling is smooth. Now filling is almost ready, so we'll season it with salt. So let's add about half teaspoon of salt in this, or as per your taste. Next we are going to season it with spices, that is oregano, mixed herbs and paprika. In case your children are eating it and they don't like more chili, so you can avoid this or you can add it as per their taste. Now let's add all of these. And we'll mix all of this together and cook it nicely. So now next we are going to cover this with a lid and let it cook for some time. Now next we are going to add the processed mozzarella cheese. So we are not going to overcook this vegetables at this point of time, because while frying the empanadas we are going to cook it again. So it's been half an hour and our dough is properly set. Now we'll knead it again. We have to form a big size chapati out of this. So we'll split the dough into 2 halves, like so. Now we'll clean the kitchen counter. Dust this with some flour. Now we'll roll the dough into a big size chapati. So let's flatten it. Now we'll flatten it on the ends and our big size chapati is ready. Next we are going to take a round cutter or bowl and we are going to make round shapes like this. Now let's add the stuffing. Now we'll apply some water on the sides and fold it into half moon shape. Now next is we'll seal it properly so that there's some space left at the corners. So we'll make patterns like this. This will seal it properly. So the first batch is ready and we'll fry these, and while these are frying we'll prepare the next batch. I had already kept some oil for frying and now the oil is medium hot, so I'm going to add the empanadas into it. So I've added the first batch for frying now, and while they are frying I'll prepare the next batch now. Now first batch is ready, so let's take it out on our serving plate. Now we'll add the second batch as well. Hey guys, today we are going to make marinara sauce. This is a very simple sauce with very few ingredients, but the best thing about this is like it can be complemented with a lot of dishes. So for this, let's heat a pan and we are going to use olive oil. So let's add 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil in this. Now when the oil is hot, we are going to add garlic. So the thing about marinara sauce is it has a very strong garlicky taste. So I'm going to add 15 to 20 cloves of garlic And now we are going to add one big onion chopped. So we'll saute the onions and garlic for only 2 or 3 minutes. We don't have to overcook them or burn them. So once the onion turns translucent, we'll add the next ingredient, which is 2 big peeled tomatoes. The tomatoes here are roughly chopped because anyways after this process we are going to blend the sauce. Next we are going to add 15 to 20 pine nuts. Nuts I have added into the sauce will give it a nutty taste. Instead of this, if you have pesto sauce, you can also add pesto sauce at this time. Next I am going to add basil leaf. This will give a nice aroma and a unique taste to the marinara sauce. Next I am going to add a little bit of paprika. And we'll cook this for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll season this with about half teaspoon of salt and mix it properly with all the contents. To enhance the color of the marinara sauce, I am going to add some paprika powder or Kashmiri Lal Mirch, and I am going to mix it properly, and then we'll let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's been 10 to 15 minutes and our tomatoes are nicely done. So at this time, I'm going to season it with 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of oregano and cook it for another 1 minute. All the ingredients are nicely done. So at this time, I'm going to switch off the flame and keep it aside to cool down for some time. Just one thing, that before putting it into the grinder, you remove the basil leaves. You can also keep it, but I'm going to remove it. At this time, I am going to add about 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Mix it properly. Now I am going to crush the basil leaves into very small pieces. Add it to my sauce and mix it nicely. And now it's ready to be served.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this yummy dish. So if you like this video, please do like and share this video with your friends, family, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll be back soon with another one. Till then, toodles!